And welcome back. It's New Comic Book Day. Lots of goodies here. An omission from this week is Batman number 3. I only received one of 2 covers, so I'm going to wait for the second cover to show up next week. It's a Jim Lee cover. Anything Jim Lee seems to be late lately. Funny, I was just talking about Hush 2 with somebody. Anyway, let's take a look at everything else and see what's here. It's not a huge week numbers-wise, but Adventure Time. Alien vs. Captain America. That's a new series. Assorted Crisis Events. The Avengers. Birds of Prey. Cheetah and Cheshire rob the Justice League. Look at this cover by Gerald Perel. This is just lovely. Savage Sword of Conan and some glare. Get it? That's close enough. DCKO Night Fight. This is essentially Batman's part of the DCKO story. And there's a couple of covers here. And this way we don't have to interrupt the monthly series, which I think that's going to be the case, and I approve of that. So, Diary of a Wimpy Kid, Party Pooper, that's new diaries there. Doctor Who, new miniseries, The Prison Paradox. 2 covers there. Unfortunately, Disney and BBC have parted ways, and there will not be new Doctor Who on Disney+. DuckTales. Echo Seeker of Truth. This is a new Marvel Voices for Native American Heritage Month. Gargoyles Demona. G.I. Joe Volume 2, that collects like issues 7 through 12 of the current series. And then there's number 13, and it's the start of the Dreadnought War. 2 covers. 3 covers. Shiny cover. And a sort of another shiny cover. That's all of them. Okay. Godzilla, the ongoing series. A new printing for Absolute Green Lantern number 5. That's a second printing. And then Absolute Green Lantern number 8. And 2 covers there. Harley and Ivy, Life and Crimes. This is the definitive origin of DC's wildest love story. I thought we knew how they got together, but I may be mistaken. That happens from time to time. 2 covers there. 3 covers. 4 covers. And a shiny one. Invincible Volume 12 in the new compact format. Jim Henson Presents. That collects the 4 issues of the Wild series that put some things that sort of were alike and some things that were not sort of alike together. But a lot of good Jim Henson-y stuff all together as an anthology. We Are Yesterday, Justice League Unlimited, and World's Finest. This collects that recent crossover mini-series kind of thing by Mark Waid. JSA, and we start year 1 in that issue. Apparently somebody's backing up, so that's nice. Absolute Martian Manhunter number 5, that's a second printing. Monster High, Shock and Awe. Moon Knight Fist of Khonshu. This collects second 5 issues of that series, I think. It's either 6 through 10 or 7 through 12, I can't remember. And then Moon Knight Fist of Khonshu number 14. From the Peanuts, Charlie Brown and Snoopy. That's some good stuff right there. Poison Ivy. And 2 covers there. Rook Exodus from Ghost Machine. And She-Hulk gets a new, I assume, miniseries, Planet She-Hulk. This spins out of the one-shot from the Imperial crossover for Marvel. Speed Racer. Amazing Spider-Man. Miles Morales Spider-Man. And then Spidey and his amazing friends, Spidey's Guide to Heroes and Villains. It's a nice little cute hardcover. And then from the World of Reading line, a level 1, Spidey and Spidey Cat. Star Trek Red Shirts continues. Star Wars Legacy of Vader. Absolute Superman. 2 covers there. Teen Titans Go. Thundercats Lost. Thundercats Pumira. Pumira gets her own miniseries. V for Vendetta in DC's Compact Comics format. Excuse me, that'll be a nice one to have on the shelf. Void Rivals. Walking Dead Deluxe. Amazing X-Men, part of the Age of Revelation, of course. Binary, Age of Revelation. Lara Kinney Sabretooth, Age of Revelation. Long Shots, Age of Revelation. Ultimate X-Men, not Age of Revelation. And then Zatanna, and that collects the recent, I think it was a 6-issue miniseries. Do enjoy some Jamal Campbell art, so that's nice. And then a new Hilda and Twig, Wake the Iceman. Hilda finds a new friend in the cold. That's a nice big hardcover. And then Spectre Omnibus. This is Spectre from the 90s by John Ostrander and Tom Mandrake. And this is volume 1 of what will be a 2-volume collection of those comics. And it was sort of a dark, kind of foreshadowing how TV series and movies would be made. It was very dark in visual tone, beyond it being, kind of dark and spooky, as far as the Spectre being the spirit of vengeance, the spirit of God's wrath. But some stunning Tom Mandrake art, and all told a pretty good series. That's a special order. Let me know if you're interested in something like that. And then, so we make everybody sick and move a few things out of the way. New poster. This is a poster for what was a facsimile edition of Ultimate Spider-Man #1, which is just dumb because it just looks a lot like the cover to Ultimate Spider-Man #1. But Marvel and publishers like to talk around themselves sometimes. So this is how Ultimate Spider-Man Peter Parker was put out in the world. And I've got a couple of copies of this poster that'll be in the rack, hopefully by the time you get here next. And that is everything for this week. Subscribers, pick up your books. If you see something you like, let me know. I'll try and get it for you if I don't have it. And thanks for watching. Hope to see you soon.